All right, we're live and we're just waiting to see who's turned up. There's Kong's here with us. It's a few minutes before start time, so I'm not expecting anyone here just yet. But there's one person turned up there. So what we're hoping to see is that people will turn up in the chat here because I'm using this live through the web browser and I'm not used to doing this, but. And I've got the microphone here. We're going to share
Hello,
the
this
microphone.
is Cong.
This is a really professional operation we're putting on here. All right, so people watching this later, if you don't know me already, I'm Lynn. Hi, Dawn.
Hi.
Is Dawn
Hi,
in
Dawn.
the UK here joining us? We're just waiting for a few more people to turn up. Here's Catherine. Catherine's also in the UK. Hi, welcome. And for anyone watching us later, I'm Lynn. I'm travelling through Southeast Asia at the moment, and I'm here today with Cong in Hanoi, who also used to give in Hanoi. And today we're going to go and see some street art. I'm trying to see that name. Oi Ipo. If I've got that name wrong, I apologise. And welcome. So. And Alicia's here from Maryland in USA. Hi, Alicia, welcome. And Marianne, hi, Marianne, in New England. So we've got a few Americans and a few from the UK here today.
Right, that's perfect.
So does everyone remember Kong?
Right.
Dawn says, nice to see you again. So at least one person remembers you. Okay. Now we're going to go and see some street art today, and I'm going to turn the camera around so that we can start doing that. So bear with me because this is a bit of a process in the system that I'm using. Hi, Lynn. Welcome. So Lynn, here's Kong. Bear with me. I'm just going to turn the camera around. What did I do before? Settings, camera, back camera, there. Bit of a pain, isn't it? Okay, so here we go. Now you'll have to bear with both of us. You'll have to bear with us both because we've both been unwell. So if you look a bit jaded, that's why the camera's not going to be on us for much. Might be on us a bit, but not for much. We've both been unwell for the last 24 hours. So we might be a little bit flat today. So Kong's going to talk us through this street art. Where should we start? Should we start down there? Or?
Yeah, well, we could start from here, yeah?
Okay, all right. So Kong's going to talk us through some of this street art that we have here.
Right, so welcome to the Phong Hung Murals Art Street. This project was completed by the Vietnamese and South Korean artists quite a few years ago, I think 6 years ago. And from the first painting over here, this is how the Vietnamese people get on the train back in the days. And this is the old photos of the Bao Wan Pagoda right over here. And this is another old photos of the old quarter of Hanoi back in the days. Now we still have this rickshaw, I think, and a shop selling a lot of traditional stuff over here.
Like the old wares. Just give us a thumbs up and let us know if you're hearing us okay. But let's get closer to this one as well. And you can see that it's also depicting like an antique store, an old wares store. And there's also lots of the Vietnamese bamboo hats depicted in this image here, as well as you called it a rickshaw. I think I've also seen it referred to as a cyclo.
Yeah, it's cyclo, yeah.
Yeah. You're hearing us well? Okay, great. Thanks for letting us know, Dawn. And then we come to this lovely one of the flower cellar, which is absolutely beautiful.
That's my favorite.
Marianne says she's sending healing energy to us both. Thanks, Marianne. We'll just walk slowly today. Oh, I hope that's not rain. I really hope that's not rain. You might see us dive into a cafe. So here we have the flower cellar. Isn't she beautiful? And then in behind her, we're just going to find a spot to step back to take a look at it. There we go. There's the, oh, thank you. So there's her offsider there helping. So the two flower sellers, three in fact, loading up their baskets with the flowers. Very beautiful. Hi, Judy. Judy from Australia.
Hello. This is actually my favorite paintings here, with a street vendor selling flowers on the streets.
Yeah,
This is just beautiful, especially in autumn time in Hanoi, where we have a lot of flowers.
it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then we come to another seller, a store. Oh, it is rain.
It is.
Yeah.
Just forgot to bring the umbrella.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't last long. So this one's showing, nah, it's all right. This one's showing masks and hats, I think. Not sure exactly. Gorgeous colours. It is, isn't it, Dawn? And AEPO, you in Vietnam. I'm watching this with the staff from EPO Tourist Information. Yes, we are. We're in Vietnam at the moment. And thanks for coming along. This person here is in EPO Tourist Information Office. Now, this one here has photographs and paintings actually stuck adhered to the wall, so you can see that there's depictions of street life, just picked out in the individual panels. So you've got the cyclo riders and the woman with the umbrella, and the street vendor, another street vendor, and here's the Vietnamese woman with her. The amount that they carry, you'll see more of these, the amount that they carry across their shoulders is just incredible. We just wonder as we see them every day walking the streets. And then we have this one here, which is made out of some kind of reflective material. And it's situated in between. Cong was describing this area as formerly an area of homeless, and these areas underneath the railroad tracks is where the homeless used to shelter, but it was cleared out about 6 years ago at about the same time as the paintings were installed, and now there are projects in place to help the homeless people so that we don't actually have a big homeless problem in Hanoi, I understand. Is that right? Oh, Fazli. Hi, Fazli. Fazli was our tour guide in Ipoh when we were there. Yes, I remember you. It's just your name threw me off. Hi, Fazli. Lovely to see you again. Thanks for joining. I remember your tour as well. You were fantastic. Richard and I absolutely adored spending time with you. Fazli took us to the big. He's gorgeous, isn't he? He took us to the. What's that one?
I think it's bánh cuốn, the Vietnamese dishes.
Oh, banh quang.
Right, I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay, so it's making a traditional Vietnamese dish. Yeah, Fazli was our tour guide that took us to Kuala Kangsar in Ipoh, or outside of Ipoh. Absolutely beautiful. And so this one here has like clouds above it as well. So you can see up there you've got sort of dragons and wind and clouds. And more of this street life depicted against the wall. And we're going to start making our way slowly towards the Mosaic Street. But this here is our first mosaic, not on the actual Mosaic Street. It's going to be hard to see it. Just need to move back a bit. And oh, okay, sorry, yeah, you're right.
And then if you zoom out, it's actually the whole photo.
Okay, so the individual tiles have the actual photograph that it's depicting in full. So when we step back, we can actually see. I'm just watching where I step back to. There it is. You can actually see the image. Okay. Now here's another street vendor. Oh, let me show you. Here we go. Look. Here's one of our street vendor ladies going past, but she's on a bike. So, but we will see them with the shoulder-mounted baskets as well. So, what do you reckon this guy on the side is doing?
I think he's thinking back in the days.
Okay, so he's remembering earlier days, perhaps.
Right, the old days.
Okay.
He said it was good old days.
Yeah.
This
Now,
one's my favorite as well.
this is another one of Cong's favourites. So, you were explaining to me that this is the children from. Oh,
Well, this is the original. The idea comes from the kids in New York. The ideas of this was it's coming from the kids in New York. You see the cellar over here, but the background has changed. Instead of the New York Times Square, this is actually the Dongsun Market. Right, this is a local market here in Hanoi. It was actually built by the French, and then the cellar over here. And instead of the nurse, this is actually the Vietnamese woman,
right.
the street vendor.
So we're thinking back to the end of the war, that
Exactly.
famous photograph in Times Square of the nurse.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And so that's been transposed to Vietnam, to Hanoi
Exactly.
theme. Yeah. Okay. And of course, this is Vietnam in one statement, I guess, isn't it? There's just motorbikes everywhere.
Right,
If we look down, even down the street here where we're standing, there's just motorbikes absolutely everywhere.
7 million motorbikes
7 million motorbikes in Hanoi
in Hanoi alone.
out of a population of 8 million? 10 million. And this wall here is all motorbike parts in resin. So yes. Does that need any further explanation?
Well, this is just pieces of motorbikes. This is the number plates.
Yep.
And the street vendors again. And this is the street vendors. She must be selling the cigarettes.
Ah, yes, cigarettes. We have people trying to sell us cigarettes all the time. And in between the two street vendor sculptures, I suppose you call them, here we have the old water, so the water tap and the buckets for how you would have retrieved your water.
Right, you carry this back to your house. Well, this is a long, long time ago. It must be like 70 years ago.
So you can imagine carrying two of those
Heavy.
on a pole across your shoulders
Which must be like 8 kilos each.
in that style. And you imagine the weight that would have been. And that's retrieving your water. And this is another one with all the individual depictions of daily life. I quite like that one. There's more representing water. Oh, the rain stopped. I didn't think it'd last long. And once again, the street sellers. Motorbikes. This is just typical Hanoi. And then the beautiful French buildings. You've got the colour yellow, which is a quintessential signature of the town, really, isn't it? And
Right.
I guess of much of Vietnam. We saw that colour a lot in Hoi An as well.
Exactly. Right. So back in the days, only the king was able to use the yellow color. And when the French came here, they liked to paint everything in yellow, just wanted to show their powers. And when the communists came to power again, they say that everybody should be king and queen. So that's why everything here is in yellow.
An equaliser.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, and then here we have, I think this is a, sorry?
A dreamy girl.
A dreamy girl.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, that's what the clouds depict. So here she is. She's dreaming of going off to school. And I love the little ladybug rolling suitcase there she's taking with her. And this theme is a constant throughout Southeast Asia. The setting off of the fireworks for Chinese New Year or uh, Full Moon Festival, yes. So this gentleman is sweeping up flowers. The flowers of this tree are so pretty. The tree that we're standing under right now, there's one just ahead of us, and it's dropping a lot of these purple flowers, and he's just sweeping them up. You can see that they're still dropping after he's swept. Oh, here's another vendor. I've just missed it behind the car. Now, this one here is the Long Bean Bridge. We're heading towards that bridge, aren't we? Right. So we are heading towards this bridge. But what's the standout of this particular work of art is the material that it's been made of. I'm going to have to get in really close so you can see it. It's actually made from coloured wire. It's a plastic coated wire. In a sort of a mosaic form. Hi, Mary Lou. So just stand there for a second, Cong. Just going to save us turning the camera around. Here's Cong. He's saying hi. Mary Lou's just come on. Okay, so that was the street art walk. We've finished that. We're going to now walk towards the mosaic mural. So if at any time you can't hear Cong and he's talking, let me know. But I'm going to put the earphone in just to anchor the microphone because it's easier for me that way. And we have a little walk. About how far is it to the...
I think it's 100 meters.
Oh, that's not far.
Right, but the most difficult time is how to cross the roads.
Yes, exactly. So crossing the road involves
a little bit of luck.
a little bit of luck and a little bit of bravery.
Exactly.
And it's a case of who dares wins crossing the roads here. And you really just have to be bold and brave.
Just don't run.
Yeah.
It comes from both sides.
And don't hesitate. You don't hesitate, and you just keep going. So yes, you've crossed your first road. Well, it probably isn't. It's probably not the first time they've crossed a road with a Vietnamese because you would have taken them, I'm sure.
Right.
So it's I can't see the time. It's around about 8:15, I think. How long have we been going for? This doesn't even tell me that. It's a nuisance.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Oh, there we go. So it's about 8:15 in the morning.
Right.
And what day is it?
Mine 7.
Tuesday? It's Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
It's Tuesday today. So it's a work day. It's a traditional work day. Although when you say that in Vietnam, a hell of a lot of people work every day of the week. So to say that it's a work day is a bit of a little bit misleading. We've got these beautiful, these traditional dresses here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Aren't they gorgeous? Look at that. So what occasion would a woman wear these dresses, do you think, Cong?
Well, on the weddings, they'll say.
So mainly for weddings, would that be the bride or is that just guests at the wedding?
The brides would wear the most beautiful one, while the others just...
They would wear something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the bride would wear something like that.
I think this is designed for a middle-aged woman.
Right, okay. They are very beautiful, and I can see that there's some in different colours in the back as well, in green and purple and all sorts of colours. Cong just married himself just a month ago.
Yeah, like 1.5 weeks ago, yeah.
About 6 weeks ago, Cong married. So
The bride also wears exactly the same thing.
she wore a dress like that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Beautiful. Okay, it's a bit noisy around here, guys, so we may just stop talking for a moment until we get to the other side of this square. Across the road from here, though, is a memorial to the what's known in Vietnam as the American War.
Right.
So we all, outside of Vietnam, call it the Vietnam War, but the memorial in this square is to the American War. And then across the road here is a water tank, a water tower that was built by the French
120 years ago.
120 years ago, and they're all wishing you well for the recent marriage.
Thank you very much.
Now, when we get to a less noisy area, we'll update you on more of what Cong's future plans are, but not right now. It's just a bit too noisy. Look at this fellow. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, building with the French architecture.
This is a typical French building across the road from us, French architecture.
Exactly.
And here we see another street seller. We haven't seen any with the baskets yet.
Across the road, just over there.
Oh, okay. All right, we're going to bluff these people on motorbikes. Hi, Jay. All right. I see this lady here on the blue motorbike. She's wearing what Hue called the ninja, the Vietnamese ninja outfit. There's a lady who's selling flowers. Do we need to cross?
Now, just
We're-
the road over there.
We're continuing this way, okay. And Marianne says it's 9:15 p.m. in New England. So here's some more of these beautiful purple flower trees.
Yeah.
Do you know what they're called?
I'm not sure in English, but in Vietnamese it's called bang lang.
Bang lang.
Right.
I saw one in the Botanic Gardens in Penang, and they did have the name, but I've completely forgotten. Yeah, I'm going to get run over. Okay, bun cha. I love it. This is a fantastic meal. We had bun cha. We had.
Where you're from?
Oh, thank you. So bun cha, we had that the other night on a recommendation from a well-known YouTuber, and we went to this place over the other side. You had to go through a narrow laneway like this. See this laneway here? We had to walk up a little laneway like that to get to this place that sold bun cha, and it was the most amazing meal.
Yeah, I think I know where it is. I think it's on one street.
Yeah, it was near. Oh,
The alleyway.
yeah. So there were ladies cooking at the front, and then you walk through to the back. Yeah. So what bun cha is basically it's a noodle dish, as is most Vietnamese dishes. Comes with pork, barbecued pork, and barbecued pork minced rolls as well.
And some noodles, some veggies.
Yes, and it's delicious. And it's got a little dipping sauce underneath.
Right.
Okay, Dawn says, Marianne didn't realise you were only 5 hours behind England in New England. I thought it was more. Say that again?
The moral is pretty just over there. See?
Okay, so where we're heading is just over beyond this roundabout here. Oh, look, it's a fish shop. It's very hot here today. We are both really feeling the humidity. All right, now these cars are turning right. Let me just stop and show them the banh mi as well. So if anyone didn't see my tour in Hoi An, this is a banh mi stall. And banh mi is the famous Vietnamese sandwich, which is absolutely amazing. It's made on a French baguette and it's made with different meats. Usually has cucumber, maybe some onion, coriander, chili sauce, and it is extremely tasty. But you can have different kinds as well. And normally, this one's about average price, 20, 25, 30,000 dong is around about $1.50 to $2 Australian. Obviously, it's a bit less in US dollars. All right, which way do we go?
You want to show them the traffic first, and then we go back here, or you want to go back to
Yeah. Where are we going? So you lead on. We're going to follow Cong. He knows where he's taking me. I'm in your hands. You just would not do this in Australia. Walk down the middle of the road, basically. All right. What is it?
We walk through the front of the door over there.
Okay.
Look at the Vietnamese flags.
And this fellow here is basically a motorbike taxi, the grab bike. So I took one of those. I shared a video on my profile, my Facebook profile the other day. And that was how I got myself to the meeting place where I was meeting Cong the other day to go on a tour with him. So you ride on the back of the motorbike. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, here we are. This is the train line. It's a beautiful cafe. Look at that.
See, people are taking photos from the other side over there.
I saw someone set up their tripod up that end. So there's a train due through.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get here at 11 train.
Right. Hey, can you imagine if every single one of these motorbikes was a car? That's insane, isn't it? We just bluff. We just bluffed them to get across the road. And This is the main street, I think, that you described the other day. Is it the main one street that runs through and carries all the traffic? Is that this street?
Well, this is one of the main streets, yeah?
Yeah.
But see how the traffic is.
Yeah. Hi, Neil. Kong's just ahead of us at the moment, Neil. We'll say hello when we get to a spot where we can stop. So we can start to see some of the mosaics now from the bridge. So we're going to get down there. Yeah.
She's crossing the road with Buddha's hand.
Bananas.
Buddha's hand.
What's that?
They use this. They buy this one and then they put it as offering.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a heavy cart. That's a really heavy cart. So here we are. We're headed down here. We're going to get down to this road here. It will be noisy. It's going to be noisy walking along there. Neil says hi.
Hello.
You probably can't hear him. Yeah.
Hello. Hello, Neil. Look at that. And then from the other side, we have lots of pineapples.
Pineapples. Look at them all. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if I can't zoom in on this app. But we're going down there, aren't we?
Yeah, but we go from the other way around. But this view, I think, is just the most beautiful one.
Oh, it is. It's gorgeous. Okay, so you're saying we go back now and then across the road.
Right.
Right, okay.
It's a bit challenging for us.
It is. It's going to be challenging for sure.
Right. The traffic is just insane, as you see.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this, guys. It's just non-stop. Non-stop.
You see the lady, she's trying to cross the road.
Yeah, these two people with their carts trying to cross through this traffic here.
Right, now we get back and then we go all the way from here.
All right, so we're going to be doing what that lady did and try to cross this road. All right. Now I'm nervous. I might need to hold on to Kong's backpack. That looks nice. 7 Serene Cafe Lounge. So for those who join later, Neil and I are, sorry, not Neil, Cong and I are both recovering from coincidentally a bout of exactly the same thing on the same day. Oh yeah, okay, all right. We got to cross here. I will follow Kong's lead, do what he does. All right, we're over. We're across. We did it. We made it. It's always good to be with a local. Back across the railway tracks. This looks like a great spot to take photos. It's a beautiful cafe here. Looks really lovely. And I just need to get down these stairs again. All right, here we are. And now, where's he taking me now? A motorbike. No, it's okay. Thank you.
Just around.
Okay. All right.
Very busy over here.
Yes. Where have you brought me, Cong? I think we're looking for an easier spot to cross.
They have a strict lights over there.
All right, look what's just about to take off across the road here. Okay. Hey, we've got the green light, guys. How does that work? We've got the green light and they still want to go.
See the Mosaic from the other way around.
Yeah, beautiful. And Fuzzly says, excuse me first, there is tourists come in. Oh, of course. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us, Fuzzly. I've enjoyed your company and hope we see you again sometime. Please go and attend to your guests. And if anyone ever happens to be in Ipoh, let me know and I'll give you Fuzzly's details. Okay, this is easier. And here we see the continuation of the Mosaic Wall in this direction. So, well, we're going that way, is that right? Which way are we going? We're going.
So the first and then you go here.
Okay, we're going to see both lots. Excellent. Okay, here we go. We only get 9 seconds. And you still have to fight off the motorbikes. They don't care about the green light. All right, so here we have this beautiful one depicting flowers, I guess. Cherry blossoms, is it? Or
Yeah, this is cherry blossom, yeah? The flower for the Vietnamese New Year.
okay, cherry blossoms. You can see that it's 2 levels. There's like a dovecote or something there. It takes you 9 seconds to get off the curb. Okay, and what do we have here?
The flowers, I'm not sure which flower.
They could be irises, maybe.
Yeah. It just looks beautiful from here, but this is actually the wholesale market for agriculture products. So you can show the guests over there. So this name is Long Bien. And this is also where all of the Vietnamese gangsters are. Actually,
yes.
I volunteer for Blue Dragon, and we have a lot of kids from this area.
Okay.
So this is a place of gangster, by the way.
Oh, Richard says hi, and he says very nice. They're beautiful, aren't they, Marianne? Busy market. Okay, yeah, I can see. Okay, we're going to get a cross between these bikes here. But this one looks like it depicts houses. They are beautiful. They were mosaic, Neil, but it's the way that the tiles are made is what makes it really interesting. You can actually see if I look closer here that they're uniquely shaped tiles. And Cong's waiting for me down here. The more of the houses there. And this one, oh, this looks interesting. Oh, it's a local festival. So we have, is it the puppet theatre?
Well, I guess this one is from the water puppet show.
Yeah.
This is the Vietnamese festival.
That's the festival over there.
And again, this is Full Moon Festival.
Hi, Annette. Lovely to see you. Hang on, let me just point the camera at you again for a second.
Great to see you.
Do you remember Annette? Annette was another guide in Sacramento, in California.
Annette?
Annette.
Wow, I normally don't really enjoy the US time zone.
The US time zone was difficult.
The morning will be really late at night here. Yeah.
Look at this. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, this is the Full Moon Festival.
Full Moon Festival. And this one?
This one, I think they have the dancing over here. This is the sun, I guess.
Right, okay. And here we have the pagoda. That's beautiful.
This view is lovely with a bridge behind. This is the dragons as well.
So we've got the dragon and then we've got musicians up there as well.
Yeah.
So
Look at this.
yeah, Cong's got a really good photo of it, but I'm going to try and see if I can get a good angle of it as well. So, because the light's a bit tricky today. We've had a spot of rain while we've been out walking already. There's the dragon. And then we come to these musicians up here. Looks like that one is absolutely absorbed in his music. Almost looks like a tapestry, doesn't it? Now, you've probably worked out by now that there's no way we're going to cover 6.5 kilometres on this tour. We're really only looking at a little bit of it. Move that wretched post out of the way. Yeah, annoying thing that it is. Isn't this gorgeous? I would absolutely love to save some of these images later and get a tapestry done for cushions for my lounge room later when I ever actually get one. They'd be amazing, wouldn't they?
It's the Temple of Literature.
Temple of Literature.
Yeah, right over here.
That's beautiful.
This is the Vietnamese teacher is giving the Chinese characters to these kids.
Oh, yes.
Wishing them all the best.
Giving them to him or teaching them how to write?
No, he's just giving them this
I see. Okay, so
in Vietnamese mean prosperity.
Prosperity.
Right.
Okay. So there he is there. So he's painting it for them. Means prosperity. And here's the Koei cup.
Yeah, Well, this street was painted by the Vietnamese local artists, and this artist coming from Bát Tràng Ceramic Village, which was a famous village in Hanoi. Look at this train.
Oh, there's one of our sleeper trains. That's how we're getting to Sapa on one of those. I guess. Maybe.
Right.
And Annette, we need to get Cong to get this pesky pile of boxes moved out of the way too. Can you arrange that? Just get this moved for us? It's in the way. It's in the way. So I'm guessing this dragon boat?
Yeah, boat race.
Fabulous.
They're very popular here in Vietnam.
The dragon boat racing, yeah.
Dragon boat race.
And that's just cheering you on to get this stuff moved so we can see. It's a very narrow path that I'm trying to negotiate here and not fall off the edge. All right. So here we have lots of wave action. And I'm just going to step down. It's a big step, Cong. Hang on. I don't know if I can do this. Oh, yep, made it.
Okay,
all right.
This is made by Spanish artists as well.
Okay, so the number of artists involved. So let's take it back. This was
Vietnamese artists, but I think this was the idea. They also get donated from other embassies and companies. So this is, I think, donated from. This part was donated from the Spanish embassy or a Spanish company. So
Right.
For
Okay.
Spain, right?
So the project, it was celebrating
1,000 years of
1,000 years of Hanoi, and I think it was the initiative of one artist, if I'm correct. Here we go.
Yeah.
So Hanoi 2010. So we're celebrating the millennium from 1010 to 2010.
Exactly. So this is the Vietnamese lady just farming. Right, and the dragons as well. See?
Okay, yeah, up the top there's the dragon. And then over here, there's a lot of a nod to Picasso, I think, over there with that Spanish connection. Lynn says, thank you so much, Lynn and Cong. Good to meet Cong. Such interesting art. Bedtime in my part of the world. Off you go, Lynn. Don't let me hold you up. I know how valuable bedtime is. We're probably not going to go too much longer in anyway. So this is still the Spanish part.
Yeah.
We can see the ball.
Ball, yeah.
Come push the ball. Oh yes, I see a lot of Picasso in that. It looks a bit like Guernica even.
And then you have the Vietnamese one again.
There's the Sagrada Familia. Oh, what a shame this part's been destroyed.
Right.
That's really sad. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, which is basically UNESCO. Beautiful, so beautiful. Oh, look, there's my car. Yeah, so now we're in a part where there's cars parked in front of it, unfortunately, but we still get to see little bits in between. And I know it's noisy, but can you still hear me? Vietnamese dances?
Right, this is actually the traditional Vietnamese music.
Ah, yes.
Right.
Thanks, Dawn. Thank you.
This is actually 10 kilometers long.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I understand it holds the Guinness World Record. Thanks, Annette. Oh, look, here's the turtle. All right, so we saw this guy in the temple the other day. Do you remember? We saw the turtle with the tablet on its back, and I think it represents longevity.
And then also the names of the doctors who passed the exams.
Ah, okay.
It's like the scholars. And this people just bring this guy over here. This guy must have passed the exams over here. You see the guys in red?
Yes.
Right. So he passed the exams and he became a doctor. And his name will be shown in this this table,
tablets.
right? Carried by the totals for a long
Longevity.
Right.
This beautiful temple here. Do you know what this one is? Is it a particular one or just
the city of Hue? This is the sort of the traditional music in
in Hue?
Yeah,
okay.
The Emperor Citadel. So I guess this is the music for the king back in the day.
Is this from Turkey?
This one? The Haitian. This is a music band for the king.
Sorry, Cong says that's the music for the king, the band, the musicians, the king's musicians. And then we have one of the tower in Hue. I took you there.
From the area where it comes from, the Tây Nguyên or West Highlands area near Đà Lạt.
Okay.
So they have this sort of houses there.
So this is more indigenous, but from earlier times?
Yeah, from early times.
Yeah. Okay, now who are these guys?
Must be from the Chinese theaters. I don't know, it's here,
okay.
right here. But
Right.
looks like a Chinese theater, like Sichuan theater.
Yes, okay. And then we have the bamboo. I know this one.
Right, this one is the 1 kilometer and Heygo Bridge, which is a bridge here in Hanoi, remember?
Yes, I know that bridge.
Right. And this is the totals, carry the swords.
Oh, look at the turtle.
This
Yes.
is temple literature.
Temporal literature. Yep.
Right.
I haven't been there yet. I'm going to have to put that on my list of places to go, the Temple of Literature. Isn't he beautiful? Look at him. I'm literally standing in the street. If I stood any closer, you wouldn't be able to see it. So I've got all these motorbikes. Oh, look, here's the Mona Lisa. So you can say
That's Mona Lisa.
you saw the Mona Lisa in Hanoi. So I know that this must be an Italian artist, this one. Yeah. I know that there was a number of international artists involved in this project. I don't think Cong can explain that. Sorry. Neil asked, why does Mona Lisa have a gun to her head?
I don't know.
He said he doesn't know. Yeah, I think that's one of those artist things. You kind of have to know what was in their head at the time. All right, so we've got classical music, jazz musicians, I'd say, possibly. Jazz musicians? Yeah.
So,
This guy lost his head over it all. That's why she doesn't smile. So we have Wales, mountains, Wales, South America maybe? Where's this from?
I think this is Japanese. I'm not sure. But
Japanese. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense with the mountains. So possibly Japanese artist, this one. This looks almost like Portuguese with the blue and white.
Right. So this part I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm willing to finish up by the time we get to this post, if you like, so we don't have to see the whole thing. And we've seen quite a lot, and I'm actually a little bit worried about my battery. But I'm guessing that this possibly has a Portuguese connection with the blue and white. I know there's no Australians here, so
Chilean, is it?
this could be, yeah, I think you're right. This could be Chilean. Not sure what that says, but we think this might be Chilean. There's the Vietnamese flag on one side and whatever that is on the right. So if anyone's able to help with that. But this does look very, would you say Aztec or Inca or... Very beautiful. I think we're going to finish up. Cong, let's say goodbye. Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, which way do I go? That way. How do I do this?
It's all
I
right.
always have a problem with this. There we go. There, I knew that was going to happen. All right, so it's been wonderful, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I've loved seeing this wall. Richard and I are going to have to come back here and take another look, I think. And how wonderful to see Cong. So we didn't say Cong's off to Germany later this year. He's going to go to Leipzig to study at university for study business in Germany. So wish him luck with that. And in the meantime, if anyone's coming to Hanoi, make sure you look him up. All right, we're going to say bye now.
Bye. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Thank you, everyone. And tips always welcome. Thank you. You guys know that.